Good morning, team. Thank you for jumping on my Monday morning pep talk, episode number 273. The basics work every time. And on this 273rd episode of my Monday morning pep talk, I want to introduce to you one of the most important guiding principles in my playbook. Success leaves clues. The quote, made famous by Jim Rohn and echoed again by Tony Robbins, reminds us of a simple but powerful truth. Someone, somewhere, has already done what we want to do. They've cracked the code, followed the formula, and left a trail behind. Our job? Our job is to pay attention, study their moves, and adapt the blueprint to fit our own path. Today, I want to take you behind the scenes of a story shared by Alan Stein Jr., a renowned keynote speaker and former elite performance coach who worked with some of the top athletes on the planet. And in the story, Alan recounts a moment where he witnessed Kobe Bryant execute his legendary morning training ritual, an experience that delivered a powerful lesson about what true mastery and commitment really look like. But before I get into that story, I want to remind you of my professional purpose, and that is to help you, the full service, full fee advisor, optimize your productivity and help you become the best version of yourself. Why? Because happy advisors sell more real estate. And I do that by teaching you how to handle the challenges and opportunities that you face every single day. And I know that when you can effectively manage these situations that do arise on a daily basis in your business, you'll be more productive and you're going to live a life that reflects the best version of you. And my ask is that you listen today as if you are in a one-on-one coaching session with me, either in my office or on a phone call. Now, in Alan Stein Jr.'s words, now note in the email that's going to be hitting your inbox here shortly, I've added the YouTube video of Alan Stein and his presentation on this. I'd recommend that you go listen to it. It's really entertaining and worth a lot of. It's worth your time. I want to bring you what he witnessed and the story behind it in his words. Okay, so in his words, he said, the first time that I met Kobe Bryant, he said something that hit me like a lightning bolt and changed the way I looked at mastery and performance for the rest of my life. Back in 2007, Nike flew me out to LA to be part of the very first Kobe Bryant Skills Academy. This was no ordinary camp. Nike had handpicked the top high school and college players in the country for 3 days of intense work with the best player on the planet. And make no mistake, in 2007, Kobe was the best in the game. Now, here's what you need to know about me. Basketball was my first love. Fell in love with it at age 5, and decades later, it still plays a major role in my life. So when I got that invite to be on staff, I saw it as more than just a job. It was a chance to get close to someone who had truly mastered their craft. And I've always heard the stories, the urban legends, how intense Kobe's individual workouts were. This was my shot to see it for myself. So I asked him, "Hey Kobe, any chance I can watch one of your workouts?" He smiled, gracious and generous, and he said, "Sure. I'm going at 4." I said, "Great, I'll be there at 3:30." Then I looked at the camp schedule. First workout with the players wasn't until 3:30 p.m. the next day. Kobe must have caught my confused look because he followed up with, "Yeah, that's 4 a.m." Now I had no good reason to say no, so I committed. And if I was going to be there anyway, I figured I'd make the most of it, leave an impression, show him that I took this seriously. So I set my alarm at 3 a.m. I got up, grabbed a cab, and headed to the gym. I pulled up at 3:30 a.m. It's pitch black. The gym lights were already on, though, and I could hear the ball bouncing, sneakers squeaking, I walk in and Kobe's already in a full sweat, 30 minutes into a pre-workout warm-up before his real session even started at 4. And here's where it gets real. I sat down and watched him for 45 minutes. And in those 45 minutes, I saw the best player in the world doing the most basic drills imaginable. I'm talking footwork, jab steps, pivots, stuff I had taught middle school kids. But Kobe, he did it with surgical precision, intensity, focus, purpose. The workout went on for another couple of hours, and I didn't say a word. I just watched, took it in, and then left quietly. But the question kept chewing at me. So later that day at camp, I found him again and I asked, Kobe, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. You're the best player in the world. Why were you doing such basic drills? He gave me the signature smile, winked, and said, why do you think I'm the best player in the world? Because I never get bored with the basics. That line changed everything for me. It hit me like a freight train. Just because something is basic doesn't mean it's easy. Those two words, basic and easy, are not the same. People treat them like synonyms. They're not. And the truth is, we live in a world that pushes shortcuts, hacks, new, shiny, sexy. But here's the truth most people don't want to hear. The basics work. They always have and they always will. The challenge is having the humility to stick with them, to repeat them, to master them every single day. Gosh, I love that story. And that story hit me at exactly the right time. And it's a message that couldn't be more relevant to me, as your coach, your trainer, your leader, your mentor. Success leaves clues, and I'm constantly, team, working to bring the most current, relevant, and high impact content to all of you that are in my ecosystem. But I'll be honest, it's not always easy. And with the rapid pace of change in our world, our industry, and our local markets, staying grounded can feel like a moving target. What's always been in my DNA, though, is this: mastering the basics at an elite level. This story, which I had heard years ago, resurfaced at just the right moment. I took the time to revisit, to go find it, searched on YouTube and found the video, study it again, and bring it to you with fresh perspective and accuracy, actually. And here's the key takeaways that stood out the most. Mastery lives in the basics, not in the flashy, trendy tactics. Mastery lives in the basics. Intensity plus simplicity equals elite performance. Don't confuse basic with easy. They're not the same. Shortcuts feel good in the moment, but sabotage your long game. Sustained excellence requires humility, and repetition. If the best in the world aren't bored with the fundamentals, you shouldn't be either. Gosh, those are good. So here's my challenge to you this week. Stop chasing the shiny objects and start studying the clues. Look around. Look around. Who's doing what you want to do at the level that you want to do it? What are they actually doing day in and day out? Not the highlight reel, the real stuff. Pick your basics. Pick your spots on the court. those spots that you're going to take multiple shots over and over and over again to get great at your craft. Then get honest with yourself. Are you committed to the fundamentals, or are you just flirting around the edges with them? The blueprint is out there. It's out there. Take flight. It's a blueprint. It's an example of a blueprint. Success leaves clues, but it's up to you to follow them. Team, thank you for jumping on today. If you want to get on that email, I think the best way to do that is go to Ask Jim Miller on my Instagram, go into my profile, sign up for the email, and I will get it out to you. Until then, I thank you for jumping on today. I'll be back at it next week. Thank you.